Hello friends, welcome to my tank tier update for my Patreon for March 2021. So I'm going to talk to you about the RPG scenario I'm releasing for the tank tier. For those who don't know, my tank tier get instant access to all my stories and an RPG scenario a month. This month they're actually getting a mini campaign based in Morts, which was a Fate World of Adventure published by Evil Hat, written by Ms. Turner. So that's available on Drive-Thru and itch.io as a pay as you want if you want to get the core book. It's based on the Fate core system. I'll get into that in a few minutes. So the scenario. So Morts is a world of the where the undead and living work side by side. So the undead apocalypse happened about 50 years ago. All the humans kind of retreated and built walls around the cities that remained standing. Morticians were a group of dedicated professionals who came along, kept the walls clear, kept the highways between the various settlements of humans clear from the shambler zombies that were the main problem. And then, as time passed, they discovered a lot of the undead that were coming back. Some of them were coming back as sentient as they were when they died, or to a degree. Some of them lose that over time. They developed a test. Think kind of Blade Runner replicant test, where they like to sit down, answer a bunch of questions, and depending on their answers, decided whether or not they were fit to be among humans. And once they were given a tax number and sent off to earn, because just because you're dead doesn't mean you get out of working for a living. Lovely, you know. So the missions that start, the first mission has to be all undead characters. I've written them up. I have given them different names, more not actual proper names, just descriptions like thief, cop, professor, and the player can put in whatever names they want. So I've left some room for personalization, and one or two of them have some spaces on their skill slot to add things that particular type of character would have, if needed. You don't have to if you want. You can leave it blank or fill it in yourself. So Team 1 of the undead go off on a mission, assume they survive, they send a message back on a time sensitive thing, and human team, again for plot reason, gets sent out to try and deal with what they discovered. It's, so the first one's kind of more investigation, and there's a couple of things they can discover along the way just about the world and setting. The second one is a bit more of a race to stop, further apocalypse. So it's a pretty fun system. So in Fate Core, it runs off the four Fate dice. If you don't know, two sides of pluses, two sides of blanks, two sides of minuses. And when you roll them, you get a positive and negative result. So the skills are tiered. So you have plus one skills, plus two skills, plus three skills, plus four. You roll your dice. If you get a negative result, it's subtracted. So your success goes down from, say you rolled two minuses, your success comes down from a 4 to a 2, and your success is based on that result. Alternatively, you could have a +4 skill and roll 4 pluses and get a phenomenal level 8 result. So it's pretty handy like that. You also have stunts, which for the D&D players more like feats. You have points basically to spend on those. Some players don't have any because they have certain abilities that are always on, and others have things they can pay the points to activate and use. It won't really be much of a. It won't be too clunky of a mechanic in these particular settings. Combat is stress boxes and consequences. You take a certain amount of stress, you take some consequences until it goes down. Again, that's not going to be that big a deal in the first mission. The second mission, yes, but you should have your head around it by then. It's a really fun scenario. I've play tested it online. I need to change just some definition in the writing on some of the graphics I have and on the character sheets, because digitally some of the writing's a bit small for people, because it was based on full-size sheets being printed out when I came up with the notion. So you'll have that. Tank Tier will have that at the end of the month. I'm assuming you're all going to enjoy it. Thank you very much for being Tank Tier patrons. I really appreciate it. And bonus picture. This is Mr. Boots. Yeah, Mr. Boots. No, you're just going to kill them all. Yes. Bye. Right. Be well, be safe, and I will have it other update before the end of the month about something special. Woo.